It's a foggy, cold day here on Goose Bay. And I think this is a full squad, yeah. This is a rough layer for the attacking team. If the defenders just spreads a lot of FOBs all around it, it's hard to really push the caps. Oh, they survived. It's okay. I didn't see it. Hyper, you did good. I mean, emergency landing, upside down, not blowing up the heli, that's actually quite the achievement. Like, that's some real pro pilot shit. How to crash land your heli upside down and not killing anyone. That's some real pilot skills, man. I quickly have to change my settings here. So they can't sneak all the way up to the cap and not give away their approach too soon here. Looks like the defenders have no clue. And they're right now getting distracted by the LAV that got totally destroyed. Would have been great if they could have kept them busy there for a little bit at least. But here we got Vortex, Skibsy, Darkstar, Link Lewis. There's a lot of guys coming in here. Oridon. And they don't know it, but there's not that many defenders here on the cap. It's just a 5-man squad building the FOB. Or the hab. FOB has already been placed. And that doesn't look well. Don't yeah. I know it's cold, guys, but no. I mean, it's a matter of principle and own preference, but I personally think you should always wait for as long as possible to open up on enemies. You try to sneak around a bit, find the hab, find the FOB, and take that down before the enemies, realize that you're over here.
For a move mark 1, or which push? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, we're ready to assist wherever. We're just gonna give you some cover fire.
El Burro Diablo, great guy. Played with him before.
Knowing where to go.
Okay.
I played with Uni as well. Some of the. Let's see if I remember. TCS Tactical Squad. Yeah, those guys. Oh, nice guys. Very friendly, welcoming. And let's see if the insurgents can react and start getting more people here. But the hab is overrun by vicinity already. No, it's been dug down. So they did find it. Link Lewis and Mess is here taking down the enemy radio. And what can the insurgents do about it? Oh, nice coverage. Don't know if there was Havana or it was probably Darkstar. Which means that this cap will probably go to the attackers, so maybe not. guess this is Barlow. I don't know. Let's see. Just thinking. No, TSC John. Nice quick response, getting a new FOB up.
Yeah, that's all.
I just guessed Barlow because I saw he was on the other team, and every time I've seen him, he's been one of the squad leads placing a lot of FOBs, which is a very important thing that a lot of squad leads kind of overseas don't want to do it because it's not maybe the most fun thing to do, not the most action packed, but one of the most important things to do as a squad leader is to provide spawns for your team and especially for your squad.
On our marks.
No, you gotta play your kit. Medic supposed to get people back up. GL can clear buildings, provide smoke with the GL. AT soldiers, you know, working on the vehicles, and squad leads, they can get spawns up for the squad of their team. He's hurt, he's alive. Maybe we'll see.
Enemy tacky at the park.
Don't need to dig it all the way down.
Oh, just as I looked at the map, I knew there was one Russian here somewhere. Nice at that cap. It was a nice try by John to get that FOB up, but a little bit too late.
Squad speed, yeah, I don't anything.
Then I have another Scobo.
We're 60%.
I couldn't pronounce his name before. No. It's called Skadoodle. Skadoodle coming up towards Ghost here. Nice, they already have people towards the next cap. You want to create that instantaneous pressure. You don't want to leave the defending team time to spawn in the whole team there and build up a massive defense and push out, you know, and all of that shit. You don't want to give them the time.
We need Mabut.
You might want to turn that logi around there, John.
11, we're gonna move on the vehicles of weather station.
Or just have balls of steel. Who gives a fuck about the LAV, right? I would expect some ATs starting to get into the mix here. There we go.
E down.
Scope on, we might be able to try and give us a bit of coordination out of that diversion. 11, but we cleared it.
There we got Breck.
I am directly on top of it if anyone needs direction.
Sorry, Brick, that I didn't catch your hot drop with the heli
Squad of left
on
OE
Yale,
with
but
enemy
died.
base.
maybe I can make it up for you by
Squad.
catching you, getting some nice kills here, huh?
And just scout ahead. If you see anything that may affect our lucky, please let us
I've
know.
jinxed him so badly, Brick's gonna die so hard.
Right behind you, behind this wood.
Pretty close.
He actually survives. I didn't jinx him. I didn't ruin his night. I think the LV have spotted the house. At least
Enemy
Foxhound
ambutees
here
have
found it.
been south towards the fuel station.
I wonder if there's anything I can do about this fog. So much fogs. And Skogsdvärg is pushing in. Means forest dwarf. Foxhound might want to get down from the roof. He gets trade.
Very help us.
Oh, that's a BMP. LAV haven't spotted it.
Rip squad 1.
Enemy have accurate on weather station.
They would have just seen it because that is already badly damaged. At least looks like this hab will go down.
Wait, we're gonna engage enemy hub.
And see what happened to the rest of the Canadian forces.
Enemy have is marked weather station.
11, do you mind if we take that LAV when it spawns in 3 minutes, or do you want it?
It's just swarming. get a C4 on top of the elevator. Wait, did he actually get it? Oh, he actually might have placed an IED. Who was this courageous soldier?
6, is it possible to get supplies?
The insta
down
dies,
on
I can
Delta
see him.
8 where my FOB creation
Let's
is.
see, it's gotta be an engineer. Combat engineer.
Delta
Yoda
8.
drunk, maybe?
Delta
Or
85.
not young.
But there's gonna be probably enemies around, so...
Guy Macklin.
Can you do one circle and then come around the...
Whoever it was,
If you come from the southwest, it should be alright.
very well played. Taking one for the team indeed.
We're relocating the morning, so we can't reach so far with the one now.
Where was...
We're renting the next camp in this bay.
Is this tank mark green? No. Fuel station.
You can see the Canadian
It was
pushing.
there,
Oh,
but after that it was
nice
very
shot there.
earlier, 2 minutes ago.
Squad 3 go to where you go.
I am.
There's Logi trucks. Where the tank mark is. No, one Logi, one armor.
If you come towards me, 6.
I'm
Getting
taking
pinned.
as well.
Dump 6,
I'm
dump!
dead.
Lovely, well done. You can get out of here. Come back and bring ammo.
Will do.
It's a lot of them. Maybe a little bit too tightly bunched up. Oh, those mortars are perfect. You have to push out here.
How's the attack on weather? We can actually cast it. Alright, copy that. If anyone needs, I don't think I've got to tell you. If you need anything, let me know.
So I haven't been really commenting anything, I'm just watching this nice action here. But from what we can see, the Canadian forces are not working anything else than the cap here on the weather station right now. They could use some FOBs in surrounding areas. Definitely use some mortars to help them get in here. Insurgents only have FOBs inside, which makes it difficult in the long run. They are probably going to get overrun here. Canadians just need to actually do some pushing. Top left window.
Gonna get shot through the window. Yeah, nice.
Now they're making the push. Already have some Canadians inside. Oh, watch.
What are you shooting?
Get in, I'll deal with them,
Over in there.
Just go north. Yeah, he's dead.
Them in?
Let me.
Very
I'll
nice
put it
push
on.
here.
I just took him from my lap.
50%.
Digging, boys, keep digging.
Guys, go around and pick the dead
Pick
up,
everyone
pick the dead up,
medics.
don't waste your ticket.
Shoot down.
Guys, find another medic.
How is this vehicle in here?
Strong push. You can almost never hold the defense from just inside. You need a second spawn somewhere on the outside that you can push out from and take down the enemy spawns from behind, or at least cut them off as they try to advance towards you. Just spawning on the inside just makes you basically trapped.
With that Lodge refueling station, whoever it was.
But beautiful
No, I
push
think
here
it
from the
was a mine,
Canadians.
I believe. It could have been a mine. I honestly don't know.
Thank you very much.
I love just how casual they are now, like they're
It sounded like a lot.
bunching up.
I got scammed.
Well, we have the mortars set and ready. If you see anything, we can bomb it.
It's almost like I want them to get hit with one RPG, just to,
Anyone got?
remind them not to bunch up. I get stressed out when I see this, man. I get so stressed, even though I know there's no enemies. I get stressed. It's just the squad lead in me wanted to shout and tell them to spread out.
What the fuck?
Don't want to get any armor.
Can I get some ammunition before you pick it up? No, it's gone.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Oh, I love you.
Yeet.
Some vehicles up here for the next cap.
Oh, let's see how they will get out from here.
I'm gonna throw this grenade to the air. If we pass,
I'll catch it.
not my problem.
I'll catch it.
Squad 1, this is 3. Are you available to pick up?
Alright, I'm gonna throw this.
Okay,
Do
do
it.
it.
Hang
Do
on, I
it.
got nade in the air.
Oh, he's actually doing it.
It's underhand.
Oh!
Oh no.
Who the fuck was that?
getting fucking banned.
Can you pick us up from my pickup mark I'm dropping?
That wasn't nice.
Mine's still in the air, so I'm
That
backing away.
is. Uh-oh.
That was
I'm not complaining.
minimal
Mine's
915.
Don't worry.
Who wants to be touched?
I mean, I'm not that familiar with the server rules yet, even though I have read them like 2 times.
Just
Intentional team killing, I don't know. Even though you can pick them up, you should never do it. That's my opinion.
Oh my god, I got fucking towed out of main.
What the fuck? They're camping on
That's
main,
not
aren't
right. Someone sort that out.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Because I understand with vehicles you can go a different route, but with a heli I can get towed from any direction. So I don't think it's fair to main camp helis. Do you know what I mean? Like even if I go far north possible, they can still hit me with a tow.
Let's just take a quick look here.
Pissy.
I don't see a toe. I mean, the insurgents don't. They don't have toes.
Kill
They
commander,
have
we need to
this.
hub
Oh,
here,
this-
some supplies. Who's gonna do it?
Yeah. Where do you want to get it built?
I mean, it's
I don't know, someone
insurgents.
should decide, but we need a hub. Commander.
I mean, at least they don't have emplacements. I need to be quiet. I don't talk to the guys playing, but
I can build it if you bring supplies and designate the points.
I just don't wanna, have anyone in the game actually mad about something that's just untrue.
It's good for to get your logic.
They are, however, having one of
if
their
possible.
MBTs up here.
Can
They
someone
do
bring
only
Logi?
have one.
Don't Logi's on the way. Logi's ordering on route. He'll probably beat you
Be
there.
very
once
careful
you-
with Logi.
So they were not towed. They
Yeah,
were
probably.
shot down most likely
Take
by
out the
this
supply lines. Like, they
Can
can't
I-
go
tank
the main
crew.
roads.
Can always squad, yeah, keep them getting the infantry force moving out to fishing village.
They have set up a nice ambush here. And staying true to the meaning of ambush, like, hidden from the side, letting the unsuspected enemies drive past them. Let them shoot them from behind. I
Seven,
guess
is it
this
clear?
is the result of one such incident.
No.
Well, that might have been the.
If you want to
It's
go
quite
for tactical
clear.
support,
I don't know.
I could get. If you wouldn't
Oh yeah, that's no toe. That's no toe. Let's get back to the action. See, all of a sudden there's a lot of Canadians on fishing village. This is also one. I mean, a lot of the caps on Goose Bay can be quite challenging for the attacking, because there's also always a lot of open terrain to cover. But it looks like it's pushing in here with overwhelming force. John's left holding here.
Well.
Goes down. A quick look. I've already found FOB and Hab.
Radio's up.
I mean, I know there's no really good place even on the camp. You basically, by placing a Hab over here, you're just really locking
God damn it, the fucking camps
Locking
are always
yourself
going away from my
in.
mortars.
locking yourself in here on top of this island, surrounded by open terrain. I
You seem to doing good anyway, so...
Yeah, doing good.
don't know how the thought process of this one, but I would.
Are they still camping on main? Because this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I believe so.
I would not
What
place
I'm
it
trying
there.
to do is move the lodges to a different hub, and then you can form them with
Okay, good luck.
I'm
Got
going to
two.
move them to hub S3.
And they're just covering
Forward
this
cap.
road with the camp around. Let's see, do they have anything planned for next cap? Oh, let's. Is that an IID drone? Yeah.
We have a tank with us or what? What was this mark about?
4 IDs. 5 even.
Do we really have any tank with us?
Looking for a target. It's not anything really.
Yes, we have.
Might just try to get some kills here on the cap. Have a FOB, but come on, I want to see this. It's like annoying fly. You know, you get a house fly when you get inside your room and you just can't really find it. It just fucking annoys the hell out of you.
Hub is almost up. It may be compromised. We need 80 here.
So insurgents are sending mortars on fishing village.
Enemy.
Some nice ideas, and
I've
there's
moved the lodge to
no
the second
friendlies on it and
objective.
you're losing the
So
cap.
the first hub.
Might as well
So
send
if
mortars over
use
there.
it, just kill some small in
Oh,
there
I
and
like
take it.
this. Nade
I'll go
spam.
for that one.
And they have 2 FOBs on each flank, or 1 on each. So they can push north and west and north and east.
Okay, next person to die. If you want to spawn at Foxtrot 3, just
One thing I would put
One.
is
so
that
we
one
have
further
the
away, like over here.
village, or probably the next point.
Counting with that enemies will use the
wrong
compounds
comms.
or the forest over here.
Yeah,
They have one behind that. You could use to come in from behind straight away with a sapper and take out the FOB. It's a
Put 2 to move there to divert north.
very nice tactic. It's a defense tactic that
Enemy.
works perfectly if you just are experienced enough to predict where the enemy will place their FOBs and HABs.
Are they enemy or friendly mortars?
Enemy.
Are they enemy copy?
Will they go for the HAB or will try to find the radio?
They are from
Mike.
Firewing HQ.
Oh, I'm sorry guys, you are going to...
I need
Go with the
At least that was a quick
go with
move.
the heli.
I will rebuild it.
No,
somewhere.
just be careful. If you've got eyes on
Oh, no.
that.
Nice to see some OB here as well.
Commander, have you
I
told your guy
just,
to go the different way?
Played against
He's
some
not
OB guys
fly out. Where is he?
on another server
I'm
before
unsure.
I joined here.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
Good
don't know.
clan.
Is that a good way or a bad way?
nice to play with them and also nice to play against them. Good hard fought battles. So.
Dodged it.
But yeah, like I said, if I was on defense, the only thing I would do differently would get some FOBs out here, some maybe out here. Just so you have that option to quickly spawn in behind enemies. You can count with enemies trying to build in the forest, in these areas. Even try to flank and get in over here. They've already built away, but in the surrounding areas. So this is great. And then you can have take another layer, next layer of FOBs would be here, and then you build behind that. If you kind of get what I'm saying. get over to that team, see what's going on. What's the talk of the town? The MBT harassing. They're moving. Enemies have realized that they should not go this route, so they're taking the other one, and now they're gonna switch to cover the east one as well. I wonder what these guys are doing. I think Brick was AT, if I remember. It was a hand. Oh, they're already dead. Skipsy. Looks like Brick was going for a rearm. That has already been dealt with. I think I saw something that I really like. There's some IEDs here.
Firing to swing. Turn them a couple of degrees to the left, the other side of the road. That'd be perfect.
It's nice. So when you're defending it outside, inside, and the enemy's getting close, they're probably in the buildings here, which are used as cover and or frequently used as cover, and probably will be as well. It's very normal. Often you see that enemies try to take control of the nearby buildings to the caps. Would be so nice if you get like full squad taking a position in this house here, and then actually I'm so stupid. There's nothing in the house.
In the woods.
We're in the woods here. Still not a bad idea, but I would love to see it in the buildings. This would be a made spam fest here. Oh, how bad once again. Annoying the enemies with this RNG.
We need more build on the main point as well, if possible.
Am I blind? There they are.
Doesn't Rooster have build in his logic?
Just spread out the mortars on this ridge here.
Yeah, we've got machine guns shot on it.
Well, they are making progress here, actually. Yeah, getting close.
20 seconds.
My logi's not moving.
We're also putting IEDs in the forest west in case it comes that close.
There's the few against the
I'm
many.
gonna keep a more barrage, and I'll use it when I see fit, because it's like getting close.
If you blow up that logi on naval, so it respawns, you're up there anyways.
Ah, so that's a close one. I wonder if the Canadians will try set up mortars. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's gonna get stuck and die again.
They haven't got something south, have they? We should check that out. Is this stuck in?
Yeah, we're getting pushed now, we're getting surrounded. We need the team here.
So everyone's spawning inside.
We're getting. Just taking artillery. Artillery on.
They're gonna start hitting the right fence.
Yeah, they've called artillery on us.
And I don't see a lot of FOBs like this on Squad Europe. Which is very interesting, and I've noticed that by the games I've watched here on Corrupted. That it is like I expected that they're different kind of way of playing the game on different servers, which is very interesting and very nice to see as well. And I hope that me doing this on several servers will kind of give players the opportunity and chances to pick, you know, pieces of ideas that they think are interesting and works well, and apply them on other servers. So I think there's a lot of like cultures on different servers where you get fostered into it. Like you're a new player and you start playing on Corrupted Infantry. Then you see how it's played on that server and you learn from the guys playing on that server, so you start to mimic that and take after that and do that yourself because it worked for that one time when you played with that squad lead, he did something and you do it yourself. And then the next guy joins in and you learn him, and then it just keeps going around. So it takes someone come in and think outside of, Fortunately, no kills with IEDs. Too bad. But yeah, it takes someone that comes in and thinks outside the box, so brings new ideas to a server to change it or just come up with something new at least. I think that's nice. So yeah, I would really like to get and he gets the third strike. But I would really like to get access to a few more, like 1 or 2 more servers, just to see even further how big of a difference it can be. And I'm not saying that any way is better, it's just different ways of handling different situations, the same situations. How you defend, for example, a cap on one server might be completely different for the meta on another server for the same cap. Alright, but the game. I need to get back to the game. The artillery kind of shook my PC a bit, got a bit of lag, but a lot of insurgency. And they are defending the west flank. Let's get the audio back. Command channel.
You kind of got the western flank still secure, so they're only going to be pushing you mainly from north and east.
Mate, they're pushing through your lines on the west side, mate.
Yeah, there's a gap, isn't there?
And they are
Killed going on the bridge.
doing their best here to hold the west. We're talking about it right now. This is what I mean. When I was talking about that next layer, like I said, if they would have built the FOB up here, they could have instantly gotten in and taken this out from behind. If enemies, of course, didn't find your FOB that you were hiding up here somewhere. Because there's only so many places attacking team can place their attack FOBs to get them in a reasonable close vicinity of the gap.
Has been located north of
in IED drone. 2 minutes.
Ooh, ID drone, 2 minutes.
Southwestern side is being smoked. Southwestern side is being smoked.
Whoever's firing mortars, can you drop them on one first to be mark based?
I mean, for example, I personally think this is way too many people trapped in the same place. I mean, as defender, you have the ticket advantage as well. You can push out and die, respawn, and do that over and over again. And as long as the enemies don't get your cap, you will win. But by staying inside the cap, enemies can just push up close enough to it and block the harbor vicinity. And I don't know if the enemies would have measured the distance from the outside wall. It's probably not close enough if they stack up on the wall, but boost over, get smokes, just smokes right outside the building. They can't see out, like they're doing right now. They will get up to the walls at least.
Whoever's firing the mortars, can you fire them on one to be mark based?
There's precious cargo coming in here. You should understand that there is enemies here because their FOB is probably going down. Can he get the supplies to the gap? No.
Southeast side now, pushing the southeast side.
But look, wait. 8,000 ammo, yeah. Have they placed a Dishka? Ah, that's nice. But yeah, all it really takes is one mortar setting smokes between the building and the wall. They could push in.
They're on the wall now, they're on the wall.
Or one LAV push up and just start shitting inside. And then half the team is dead or in respawning. Then we start pushing. It is definitely not as easy as it might sound when I talk about it. They are working well, taking control of the flanks.
You're all trapped inside, I can call it in the mortar barrage right now.
Negative, not yet.
So yeah, they had a really good defense set up here. Only thing they needed was those extra behind enemies lines. They are working on this one, which is great. And when you lose a FOB, you need to get another one to replace it. So you can always keep fighting for those vital positions like the east and the west flank. In this case.
The west side hard.
I'm gonna stop talking now and just enjoy the action a bit, yeah. Let's
I think we should save it, mate.
Wow, look at this. And they're inside. It's a fucking mason. I wanted to say a bad joke about this being amazing or something like that. No, dad jokes. Oh, let's back away a bit. Losing frames. I don't know what's going on. Ever since that last artillery barrage on this camp. And no, did he crash as he was flying the drone? Oh, that sucks. Don't know if it's all the built stuff here that's making it drop, making me lose frames, and my potato PC. I gotta work overtime here to keep this running. Let's Let's get back on the Canadian team here, see what they're trying to do now. What's their next move?
Invasion. All stations.
They are getting low on tickets here. And they don't really have any FOBs to push in. So another vehicle down by 18. There was an MBT. Nice. The two Canadians pushed in and blocked the hub. Hindsight, you know, makes it easy, of course, but it might have been better for them to just stay outside, hug the wall, and block, keep the hub blocked, and then forcing the defenders to push out to clear it, and also waiting for more reinforcement to get close. They had that tab blocked for 15 seconds maybe. That's actually quite a long time in squad. When you consider how much distance you can cover in 15 seconds. They are going to clear this west flank. What they need, oh, they already got a FOB here. I would say that they just logi over here on the south side, but this is basically the same. Could try to get another logi around the south side, get a FOB here somewhere. Nice, defenders are replacing the lost FOBs. Very important to keep those backup FOBs alive. I can't look towards this cap. Jax makes my PC game get so messed up. They should have done this before, or the smoke, when they had people pushing. There's smokes in front of the windows here. That's nice, and they are pushing in now. Oh no, they're not. They're trying to. That is a nice Dr. A and Capu are pushing out a bit. It's very difficult for the attackers when enemies are just hiding in thick bushes and vegetation like this. And as you're running around, very easy to spot. Enemies are just sitting in the bushes, difficult to spot. I'm getting to that point and I'm so tired I have to speak. It's not. Wow, this is. I'm rubber banding. Server. Yeah, server is not feeling well right now. might have been all the smoke. Nice mortars here. I guess they're from the defenders. Oh, nice. Wait, he did not die? Oh, did he? His body. He was alive. He could have shielded his friend from the land. He just... He's sitting here patching. Right next to enemies. Maybe they're actually honoring the rule of not killing medics, that they're non-combatant, whatever, non-fighting, and just focusing on, you know, taking care of the wounded. I gotta say, they've really worked out the defense here. I am not a big fan of this kind of defense, but they are backed with the flank FOBs. I can barely speak. I'm not a fan of this kind of defense, this FOB, super FOBs. Nothing against people reinforcing the positions to defending. I just don't like when the whole plan is to have half the team in the same place. I rather control the surroundings. But it's working for them. So who am I to say that it's bad? It seems to only be bad for the server. I finally hear some GL going on. Is blocked. They need to make sure they keep this hab locked. And it's these two guys over here keeping the hand locked, and they can't die because again, that's the experience of communications. When you know you block ahead, it's 30 meters. You can ask your squad lead to mark the enemy hab. Just make sure you're within 29 meters to be sure and stay alive. Mr. Havana walked into the Hornet's nest here. This will most likely be a victory for the defending team. This is a hard map to attack on due to the open terrain, and it's not a lot you can do. I mean, there's a lot you can do, but around a lot of these caps, it's just open areas. And not to forget that the defenders have been doing a great job, especially on this. I mean, the whole game through. They must have been working on this one from the beginning. They were just delaying the first 3 caps, buying time to set this thing up, thinking it through, and taking over both west and the east flank with 2 separate FOBs. Let's hear what they are saying, as they're gonna win here soon. No, unbalance.
Standing by.
Wait. I can't keep up with what's going on here. They should be losing the cap right now, judging by...
Commander on deck, all systems online.
Yeah, Canadians should be capping, but they are down to 6 tickets. And here comes the IDs. No one goes down to the IDs, but still a nice try. I like the idea. I've seen it several times. Team losing a cap, IDs goes off and they stop the caps by killing enemies.
Guys, second floor.
We'll get him next time.
Very nice game.
Are you serious? How fucking
Almost
unbalanced is
broke
this?
the game.
It's invasion, mate. What do you expect?
Invasion have always been a sin.
It's not about tickets though. It's like we only win anything.